Let's talk about Elon Musk. He's been having a good couple of weeks, hasn't he? Elon Musk unloads on the media in the tweet storm, cites Trump. Why do you think he got elected? Now, I've always quite liked Elon Musk. I've always found him amusing. I've watched a bunch of interviews with him, and I think it's interesting that he's a young and fun guy who does stuff, and he has the ability to do stuff because he's a billionaire. But he said, the holier-than-thou hypocrisy of big media companies who lay claim to the truth, but publish only enough to sugarcoat the lie, is why the public no longer respects them. Bravo. That's completely correct. That is, in fact, 100% correct. This is why people at Trump rallies literally yelling boo at CNN for being fake news, chanting tell the truth, tell the truth. I can completely understand why they do it. I mean, like I don't have enough content on my channel to demonstrate my problem with the way the media is at the moment. And obviously someone challenged this. Fanning the flames of the distrust of the media is a thing that authoritarians and demagogues do to ignore criticism and discredit opponents. It's a major problem of our times. No, dude, the media's full of shit. Alright? I've been on the receiving end of it plenty of times. They are full of shit. And Elon just goes, the media earned this mistrust. But maybe there's a solution. And this is where Elon starts going a bit looking for solutions. Final solutions. Musk continues his transformation into a media-baiting Trump figure. So, who's this verified lefty journalist? Andrew J. Hawkins. Who are you? Senior transportation reporter at The Verge. Well, that explains that, doesn't it? Hope it works out for you, dude. Well, I think... Isn't Elon Musk a billionaire? I'm pretty sure his life is already pretty worked out at this point. He owns a company that sends shit into space. I think he's doing just fine. I thought you'd say that. Anytime anyone criticizes the media shrieks, you are just like Trump. Well, I mean, in a way they kind of are. Because, I mean, I guess from their point of view, when they're seeing powerful enemies pop up all around them, who are completely immune to their shaming tactics and will just literally say to their face, get fucked, in not so many words, it must be quite scary. It must be quite scary for the media realizing, like Mika Brzezinski, that they're controlling other people's thoughts, and that was the media's job, and now they get to do something else because no one's listening. Anytime anyone criticizes the media shrieks, you're just like Trump. Why do you think he got elected in the first place? Because nobody believes you anymore. You lost your credibility a long time ago. This is, again, someone coming from The Verge. Problem is, journos are under constant pressure to get max clicks and earn advertising dollars or get fired. Tricky situation as Tesla doesn't advertise, but fossil fuel companies and gas and diesel car companies are among the world's biggest advertisers. And that's another thing as well. Tesla, the electric car making company, the company that should be the solution to the progressive complaints and worries about the environment. And Elon Musk hates you. And blaming the messenger is a hot new thing everyone's doing. Okay, who are you? Who are you, little verified journo? Prize-winning interactive editor at The Post and Courier. Oh, another verified lefty journo. What a fucking shock. Oh, hey, another sanctimonious media person who thinks he's above criticism. Try being truthful and the public will believe you again. They're going to have to work very hard to get that. Although I have to say, I do enjoy Jason Schreier from Kotaku saying, stuff you, Gamergate. I won an award for honest and good journalism. In your face. Brilliant, Jason. That was the point of Gamergate. That was why we were doing it. So you would do good journalism that wasn't full of shit, and now you're doing good journalism that isn't full of shit, and you win awards for it. You're being rewarded for doing the job you're actually supposed to fucking do. You think that's a burn against Gamergate. You are a fucking moron, Jason. Anyway, getting back to Elon Musk. Going to create a site where the public can rate the core truth of any article and track the credibility score over time of each journalist, editor, and publication. I think you've called it Pravda, and that was... you can see it, 253,000 likes. 88% approval rating, eh? 54,000 retweets. 15,000 there. Come on, media, you can do it. Get more people to vote for you. You are literally the media. Oh, I fucking love Elon Musk now. Amazingly, the media Wilson vote is declining despite hundreds of articles attacking this very poll. Fucking... Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Even if the public doesn't care about the credibility score, the journalists, editors, and publications will. It's how they define themselves. Yes, yes, they will. And I love the idea of Elon Musk doing this. And if someone's got the ability to... And Elon, I'm just saying a lot of them are communists. If anyone can build Liberty Prime, it's probably you, buddy. Another verified lefty media journo. Independent media, co-founder of Vox, in fact. Started getting in on this because he was really salty. You're very smart, so I want you to think about this for a second. Do you think it's in the interest of powerful people to A, support a free press that exposes their lies, or B, tear it down so their lies are easier to tell? Now ask yourself why the polls would look bad. Joshua, you are powerful people. You are abusing the mask of the term the free press to tell lies about people constantly. You are eternally engaged in a campaign of disinformation against your political opponents. This is the left-wing media's entire professional career. This is what you do and what everyone expects from you at every turn. No one expects honesty from you. And when people do see some honesty from you, they're shocked. Just so you know, the bar is so fucking low for people like you that and lefty media types that it's incredible that you think we're worried about powerful people when the media has been the problem for the last 5 years. And they've been deliberately, intentionally abusing this power. And again, it comes back to sort of like a Gamergate scenario. That, again, this is what Elon is basically doing, is a new kind of Gamergate. Because in essence, there was a strand to it that was a revolt against lies. A revolt against just deliberate misinformation. But then Elon starts getting really, really woke. Who do you think owns the press? Hello? Elon, where are you going with this? That's fucking great. It's fucking now they're all blithering about anti-Semitism. Pointing out to aspiring journo and Rodin spokesmodel Josh Top, who thinks public polls are controlled by powerful people, that the media is owned by the same. Anyone who thought this was anti-Semitic is just revealing their inner bigot. The context is very clear. Yeah, it is. Obviously, Elon Musk isn't talking about Jewish conspiracy, but Heather G. 1. Disavow the egregious anti-Semitism in more than half the replies to this thread. Why? He didn't do it. You're the ones who have started this. I mean, literally, Ben Collins has started this. And 2, hand your Twitter account over to a crisis PR person and never ever tweet again. Never. Oh, Heather, I think you're going to have to get fucked. Take it like a dick, I'm afraid, love, because you're just going to have to lay back and think of Hitler. It's not happening. Elon Musk can say what the fuck he likes. It's his Twitter account. And he doesn't owe you shit. That's the thing I think annoys me the most about all of this. He doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't have to hold by your standards. He doesn't have to fucking pretend that you are morally righteous people when you go around being absolute sacks of crap to everyone all the time. Everyone knows you're full of shit. Everyone knows you lie. This is why the media's trustworthiness is lower than Donald Trump's trustworthiness. And almost everything Donald Trump says is basically a lie. Basically a kind of PR for the brand of Donald Trump, regardless. But anyway, so then the hit pieces began, such as this one at the New York Times. Elon Musk, the Donald of Silicon Valley. Well, bravo, Elon. I'm a big fan of the Donald, even if he is a moron, but I'm a big fan of what he's doing. Written by Bret Stevens. I wonder who Bret Stevens is. Well, I did a Google search for Bret Stevens, New York Times, just before I did this stream, and the first thing that came up was a Times of Israel article. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a really weird thing? The first thing that came up was the Times of Israel. 4 things to know about new New York Times columnist Bret Stevens. At first glance, the New York Times hiring of another white Jewish male opinion page columnist is anything but news. I agree. Let's go back to how Elon Musk is the new Donald Trump. He is prone to unhinged Twitter eruptions. Unhinged. He was completely lucid throughout all of that. The reason his tweets were so popular is because he was making good points. Tens of thousands of people retweeted that. Millions of people saw those tweets. And now you're calling him prone to unhinged Twitter eruptions. He can't handle criticism. He seems to have handled it really fucking well. In fact, he seems to have been smacking you bitches down, like with the back of his fucking hand. He scolds the news media for its purported dishonesty, and threatens to create a Soviet-like apparatus to keep tabs on it. Yeah, because Elon Musk isn't the government, is he? He can't create a Soviet-like apparatus to keep tabs on it. All he can do is create a consumer advocacy website. You fucking disingenuous hacks. I mean, like, he's literally just chewed you out for the very thing you've just done, being a dishonest sack of shit, and you're still like, I'm gonna have to lie about Elon Musk on my New York Times opinion piece, which is just a blog post, really, isn't it? He sold himself as an establishment-crushing iconoclast, but he's really little more than an unusually accomplished BS artist. I mean, that's not a fair characterization of a man who created a popular series of electric cars that you would think, if he had said anything about inclusivity, you'd be like, Elon Musk's a hero. Elon Musk is going to save the planet with his electric cars. Like, you realise that everyone can see through this transparent, like, attack on the man. Everyone can see it. His legions of devotees are fanatics, and let's face it, a bit stupid. Oh, that's a good move. Attacking the millions of people who are fans of his, probably because he's not a liar. Probably because he doesn't go out of his way to lie about them. But, I mean, you know what we need, though? We need another white, Jewish, left-wing media personality shitting on the general public because you're so much smarter than them. That's not going to end badly. That couldn't... What could possibly go wrong with that? Making people resent the sort of left-wing intelligentsia who... the coastal elites. Why would people ever be angry at you guys? Why do you have Donald Trump as a president? I just can't understand it. I guess everyone's a fucking racist. You do not have any legitimacy with any of the things you're saying here. The media is absolutely culpable for the way people think of the media. And for the election of Donald Trump. The fact that he can just call the media fake news, you're a bunch of liars, and that resonates, is because you seem to be a bunch of liars. I speak of Tesla chief executive Elon Musk, the Donald Trump of Silicon Valley. Well, you're just going to make him more popular. Maybe I should tell you to continue. Maybe I shouldn't try to persuade you not to do what you're doing, because the more you do this, the funnier it gets for me, and the better content I get.